What the?
So many replicas! Do you see the look in their eyes?
Yeah, there's no life in them.
Luke, I can't believe that these people are the same as you. It's like they have no individual identity.
It's forced programming. Replicas come into the world like babies. They don't even know how to walk.
You kids, nice timing.
There we go. Oh, something screwed up with the audio. It's back on now. Anyway, this is part 18. Okay.
You, the Dark Wings. What are you doing here?
Ash hired us, dear.
So Ash really is here.
Yeah. He's planning on some kind of mass suicide with the replicas to erase the miasma.
Oh my.
My partners are going after Ash now. You kids go look for him too. Tell him not to do anything stupid.
Got it. Let's take the elevator up.
Oh no, it closed.
This isn't good. Is there another way to get up there?
Well, should we see how far we can get on those stairs? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Did you not see how tall this tower is?
Waiting here will get us nowhere.
She's right. There may be other entrances to the elevator higher up.
Fine. If the girls are all for it, I guess I can't complain.
Oh, this is rough on us old folks.
Some soldier you are.
Anyway, Ash really is your original Luke. He's every bit as stupid as you are. I don't know what he thinks he's doing.
Seriously, let's hurry, Luke. Yeah, he's my original. I can't just sit by and watch him die.
Or can you? Nothing over there. I cannot carry anymore. I don't need to use one either. Whatever.
Where's Ash?
So, you all came here to look for him too?
We ain't seen him.
Ash, what's pushing him to sacrifice himself like this?
Well, Princess, I think that'd be you.
What?
Ash doesn't want you and your kingdom to sink into the miasma.
And he doesn't think his death will make Natalia suffer too? What an idiot. Yeah, about that. He keeps talking about how there's no time. He was saying that he was gonna die anyway, so he may as well take the miasma with him.
I don't know what he's getting at, but I can't just sit by and watch it happen.
All this after saying he wasn't ready to die. He really is an idiot.
He must already be higher up.
You're right. Let's hurry.
attack, agility, phonic attack. This tower is too tall. We'll never make it to the top this way. Yeah, we'll have to find some way onto that elevator. Maybe he already reached the top. I don't know, maybe if he caught the elevator, but if he's taking the stairs like us, he should still be wandering around here. Ash could probably just run to the top without even breaking a sweat. Ash, just what kind of person do you think Ash is? Annis. Always charging into things. Good description. Let's find a way onto that elevator so we can stop that charge of his. Pew! Oh, it's like a defensive one. Okay, we're gonna have that equipped.
Looks as if this tower was still under construction.
So it was abandoned partway through? If we weren't in such a hurry, I'd love to stick around and investigate the place.
There's an elevator here. Perhaps it was used to carry freight.
All right, let's use it.
I wonder how far it will take us. I'm ready for a break.
You look the least tired of all of us.
No, I've been frail since birth.
Oh, well, here comes another one of those phone-on puzzles. Aw, man. This is looking like it wants to annoy me. Oh, I didn't pick up those phone-ons. Maybe there is no phone-on puzzle. That's good. Because I'm not in the mood to do one. No items. Why do you put these things in my way? What's that shit? Oh, items, yay. Or maybe I have to kill them all to open a door or something. Like in the last dungeon. What is that? Is that like a switch? Oh, goodness. Where'd that red guy go? He's just running around. son of a bitch. There we go. The annoying thing is, though, if Ash presumably already went up here, why are all these puzzles reset? One has to wonder. Red chamomile. That's just like some hole. Okay, so that's, I guess, non-traversable. Gotta look for more switches, I guess. So I, like, unlocked those, I guess. Holy free holies. Well, there's that. Barrier 2 is opened. That was the way I came up. Okay. Maybe I have to turn these things off. Okay, now it's like completely open, I guess. I'm just assuming I have to kill all these monsters because they look like suspicious. Okay. Oh boy. I've gotten lost, it appears. I think it's this, maybe? Who knows? There's gotta be some other way around this mess. No, it's this one. No? Gotta be one of these then. I don't want to go down. Okay.
Oh, there's our elevator. Looks like this really is the end.
Damn! After we've come so far.
How about we use this device to break away the glass covering the elevator?
Wouldn't we destroy the whole elevator in the process?
That's why we break only the glass covering it. Piece of cake, right, guy?
Putting it like that makes it awfully tough to say no. Well, from the look of it, this device should work, but it'll need a power source. I just know someone's going to say I'm boring. What's wrong? It's just like in the Medjiora Highlands.
So we need to take the power source from something else again.
Exactly. Just need to find a way to charge this power unit.
How about the golems we passed down below?
That sounds like a safe bet. We can charge it with the cores from the golems.
Of course.
So we'll need to take this with us.
Guy, carry that.
Natalia,
Oh my, I'm sorry. You're not a servant anymore. How rude of me.
Quite all right, Your Highness. At your command, I would happily carry you.
He's used to being treated as a servant by His Majesty as well.
Don't remind me. Even I realize how pathetic I am.
Alright, guess I gotta go re-kill all those enemies. That's fun. Hey guy, we just have to defeat monsters and fill this thing with energy. Until it's full, right? Yeah, the monsters around here should work well enough for that. It sure is a pain. We don't have much choice, who knows? There might be one around here with a bunch of energy in it. If there is, we ought to go after it so we can collect energy faster. Yeah, whatever. That's fine with me. So rude. Alright. Maybe I have enough? I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, really? You've gotta be shitting me. Well, it made it sound like he was carrying it. Like, and now it's like, oh, you just picked this shit up. So we take the cores from the golems here, right? Yeah, we'll collect the cores inside the device's vessel and charge the power supply. During a battle, use the REM capacitor. When the battle ends, you'll obtain the core. When it is charged, you can activate the device. Why? Why I gotta do this? Do I have to use it on multiple enemies multiple times? Mr. Cage! Okay. This is super fun. I used it on a wrong enemy. Okay, it should work now. The hell?
Wow! You're so amazing, Professor Phone Machine.
Compliments from you don't really sound like compliments.
Whoa! Look down! The elevator is coming up.
How convenient.
Let's hurry and jump on it.
What's Ash thinking? Is he satisfied with dying to get rid of the miasma? Not so much satisfied as forced into the choice, I'd say. You mean in order to eliminate the miasma? Well, no, not so much that, but more as though he's being rushed by something. Even more reason to convince him to stop. You can try, but is there something bothering you? If we don't know what's pushing him, I doubt we can stop him. You think Ash might be hiding something from us, don't you? Why does he not trust us more? Because you suck. Mary says, you.
Mary!
I am not Mary. I am 8-027.
Why are you here? Are you waiting for Mose to come save you?
Yes. There is no place for replicas in this land. We cannot survive outside the cities, but the cities are the domain of the originals.
The originals despise us. We have no refuge in this world. And now the originals ask us to offer our lives to save them?
Mose will guide those who wait atop the Tower of Rem to a life upon the new Hard. Such was his promise.
And there, we shall create our own nation.
Wait! Who asked you to give up your lives for the originals?
A man with your face. He said that if we gave our lives to rid the world of the miasma, that he would guarantee a safe haven for the many replicas who have yet to reach this tower.
If he wants to die, let him die alone. We have a life awaiting us on Hard.
We are going to Hod. Mose will surely accept us there.
You could wait a millennium and such a day would never come.
Stop!
I'm afraid I can't. Not before eradicating every last one of these meddlesome replicas. Until then, I can't get back to my plan to resurrect Professor Nebulum, you see.
Hardly a day since you escaped, and already you're back to your foolish games. Stop this at once.
Never! Once Professor Nebulum is revived, you'll go back to your old self as well. Together with the Professor, we can relive that golden era.
I suppose this is my fault for having let you live this long. Goodbye, Sophie.
So you would really abandon me? Then I'll fight in earnest as well. You can die along with these replicas.
Oh my. There's a guy doing over there. Goodbye.
I'm not good at holding back.
They're still fools. Mose will never come for them. Once Eldrin's anti-air system is activated, this whole tower will be reduced to ashes.
Why?
Professor Nebulin, I'm coming.
We won't let that happen.
So, there really is no place for us.
We were never meant to live in this era.
No, you're wrong. You're here now, living and breathing. If the world won't accept you, the fault lies with it, not you.
But some people have died because the replicas were born. People aren't so simple that they can accept anything and everything.
Exactly. That's why I asked you to make a deal. So what's it going to be? You have nowhere else to go.
I want to speak with the self-aware replicas to reach a decision.
Ash, this is insane! You were the one who said you didn't want to die! Then how the hell do you propose we stop the miasma? Are you saying you'll die in my place? I have somewhere I need to go. Have your people's decision ready by the time I return.
Please, wait! Where are you going? Luke, we have to stop him!
You're right. Let's follow him.
That battle was quite a performance. Yes, everyone's attacks flowed together, so yeah, and mine were just perfect, says the girl who didn't fight. Ha, my attacks worked better. Yeah, right. Of course, right, Tyr? I'll refrain from commenting on that. Just what is that supposed to mean? You know what it means. Ha! Both of you need to think more about your position. Hey, calm down, everybody. Natalia, if you would continue, that's quite alright. I think it's because I had a high combo count. Ooh. Arushi of the Dark whatever says we were waiting for you.
The Darkwings.
Darkwings.
We're taking Ash back to Doc.
We can't stop him by ourselves. You've got to help dissuade him.
We're leaving you behind.
Huh?
I guess for now, all we can do is chase him down and try to reason with him. Even if we get rid of the miasma, we still need to free Lorelei. I think we'll need the original's power for that. We'll need Ash.
Luke, do you sincerely believe that?
Huh? Yeah, of course.
Is that so?
Colonel, is there something wrong?
No, it's nothing.
Anyway, we're chasing after Ash now, right? Let's get going!
So, Dist is dead now. He was a fool, chasing an impossible dream, right to the end. A dream? A promise made by two foolish children long ago, a foolish dream of overcoming death. Jade, you mean? Luke, I believe you promised not to talk about that. Are you okay with that? Yes, I will accept Dist's, Saphir's death. As an old friend? No, as his owner. He was a charming pet. Doc. There we go. Oop, I think I parked too close.
Ash's letter.
A letter from Ash? Was he here? Did you see where he went?
He said he was looking for the Jewel of Lorelei. He headed to the Sephiroth from this cathedral.
What did the letter say?
That he had found a way to neutralize the miasma. In exchange for the replica's help, he asks that we provide them with refuge.
That jerk. Figures he would leave out the part about him dying.
What's going on? Guy, explain the situation.
Me again? Fine, whatever. You see,
What is Ash thinking? A mass suicide with thousands of replicas is absurd.
You won't permit it, will you? It's totally out of the question, right?
Replica or not, we cannot sacrifice so many lives so easily. But
Father, there is no but.
Jade, you have nothing to say about all this? The only alternative I can imagine is even crueler.
Colonel, you can't mean...
Me?
you bastard! You're going to tell Luke to die in Ash's place?
That's horrible. I could never agree to such a thing. I want both Luke and Ash.
Of course, I feel the same way. However, the miasma has gone past all other hope of remedy.
Stop it, all of you. Stop pushing Luke like this. You all know he's still struggling to find his own worth. Don't make him choose so casually.
My apologies. Tyr, you're absolutely right.
Please, give me some time to think.
I refuse to accept it.
Guy,
You've only been alive for 7 years. You're a child talking like he knows everything. You should be thinking about fighting with every last drop of blood in you to stay alive.
but that won't stop the miasma. I don't want to die either.
Then don't! Damn the miasma!
Guy,
Sorry. I know it's not that simple. The fact that you realize that shows just how much you've grown, too. But I want you to stay alive. No matter what anyone else says.
Guy, thanks.
If you're thinking of taking Ash's place for my sake, then please, stop it. I hold the both of you very dear.
It's not that. It's just that I'm the fake here. So,
You are not a fake. You're my other childhood friend. I want the both of you to be here to support the kingdom of Kimlaska. You're both members of House Fagra. It's not a matter of which of you is real or fake.
I'm happy to hear you say that, but
You don't want to die either. I'll talk to Father and the others. Don't make any hasty decisions, Luke.
I think it went the wrong way.
Have you made up your mind?
hey, I said before that if I could bring back Axariuth by dying, I would, right?
Yes.
Well, you were right. I really didn't know what I was talking about.
Luke.
I'm so scared. My body is shaking. I don't want to die.
Of course you don't.
But Ash chose this path, and Ash isn't someone who chose to die. Don't you think that means that there really aren't any other options?
You really are an idiot.
Tyr,
You talked with the others, didn't you? They're all trying to stop you, weren't they? But not me. I chose to activate the passage rings, knowing full well what the consequences would be. You allowed me to make that choice. If you tell me you've made your decision, I'll trust that you've thought it through. But that doesn't mean that I'll agree with your choice. If If you make this choice and the miasma disappears, I'll hate you. Everyone else may call you a hero, but I'll never forgive you.
Okay.
Idiot.
Luke, their majesties are calling for you.
Make up your mind, huh? Come on, Tyr. Let's go.
All right.
Ash!
Did you follow me all the way from the tower? Are you really set on dying? That's not important. I looked around every Sephiroth and still haven't found the Jewel of Lorelei. We can't free Lorelei like this. You look for the jewel. You idiot! How dare you say it's not important whether you die or not? Even if we do find the jewel, we can't free Lorelei if you're not around. I'm the idiot? What use is a replica if you can't take my place in a time like this?
Don't say it like that.
You stay out of this! Do it, Luke! Take my place! Ash! Wait! We can't afford for you to... No, I don't want you to die! Enough! Ash! You know there is no other way, so shut up! Then I'll do it! I'll disappear in your place!
Luke!
Don't be stupid! Disappear in my place? You piece of...
Stop! We're trying to destroy the miasma here, not Doth!
Listen to me. You ate my whole existence. That's why I'm going to do this.
Ash, is there really no other way? We want you to live. I'm begging you, please, stop this.
It's not like I want to die. There's no other way. I can't lose him. Luke. Ow!
If you die, you won't be able to feel me punch you anymore. So drop this stupid idea right now.
Guy, I'm sorry.
Luke.
I've made up my mind. I'm scared, but I've made up my mind.
Luke, you're such a... So you're going to just disappear, like Ion?
If you've truly made up your mind, then I won't stop you. But we should report to the summit before leaving for the Tower of Rem.
Everyone, I'm sorry.
Guy received Best Friend title.
I'll do it. I'll give up my life to neutralize the miasma.
You won't reconsider?
No, sir.
Is there any chance for survival? No. Next to none at all.
So that leaves us to command you to die.
Grandfather!
At this rate, all of us will die. There was talk of placing our hopes on the replica land of the new Order of Lorelei. But I can't imagine they would welcome all citizens of Aldrent openly.
Hate me if you will. I'll understand if you think me inhuman. But we are charged with the protection of our subjects.
To tell the truth, I am against this, even now. But there appears to be no alternative. Will you do this for us, Luke?
Yes, sir.
It's ironic. The Tower of Rem was built at the center of a mining town on the QB Peninsula. If Luke succeeds, he will have fulfilled the score.
ND 2018. The young scion of Lorelei's power shall bring his people to the miners' city.
There, the youth will turn power to calamity and be as a weapon of Kimlaska, destroying himself and the city.
It's just like Van said. Deviations are as nothing before the score.
Stop it!
If you eliminate the miasma, this summit will have resolved the last of its issues. Aside from the miasma, we've agreed to an alliance, to military action against Eldrent. and to halting the planet storm.
Yes. With this, the summit is officially over.
But there's no need to rush. If you still have things left to do, take care of them first. Or, should you decide to run, know that we would not pursue you.
I am sorry.
Maybe getting rid of the miasma was what I was born for. Wouldn't that mean I can only prove my worth by doing that? I don't want to die, but I have to. That's the only thing I'm good for. That's the only reason I have to exist, but I don't want to. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Where'd my ship go? Could have swore I parked it right there. Okay, that's odd. Yeah, it moved all the way to the other side of the continent? What the hell?
Looks like Ash isn't here yet.
What happened to her?
She's one of us, chased out of a city and treated like a slave before coming to this tower. Why have you come? Are you the one who will walk the path of death with us?
You intend to give up your lives to erase the miasma?
We realized that there was no other way. No. We decided it is what we must do.
You're being persecuted by the originals, just like he is. Yet you'll still disappear for them?
This is not for the originals. It is so our many brethren who have not yet made it here can find a place to live. A new nation will arise from our corpses. Do you not desire our deaths as well?
I told you I'd do it. Why are you here? Ash, I told you. Replicas! I am the one who will die with you. Come!
Ash, stop this foolishness!
Listen to her, Ash. Stop. Stop trying to tell me what to do. Get out of here. You're a replica too. If you stay here, you'll be caught up in the reaction and disappear. Who's going to free Lorelei if that happens? You can free Lorelei. Do you want to die that badly? No, I'm the same as you. I don't want to die. But I'm a replica. I'm weaker. I couldn't even receive the jewel to free Lorelei. It needs you, not me. The one who dies here should be the one who's unneeded. The replica. Me. That's enough. Unneeded? I did not have everything stolen from me by someone unneeded. Don't insult me. Let go of me. No, I can't let you die. What the? The sword's reacting. Is the jewel nearby? Let go!
I agree with Luke. If we must choose one, it should be the original.
Luke, stop!
Everyone, give me your lives. I'm going with you. Stay back. Guy, thanks.
You stupid bastard.
I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I want to stay here. Not for anybody else. I want to live. But it's not working.
The 7th phonons that had gathered are dissipating. The miasma won't be neutralized.
The jewel! The jewel's power to disperse is interfering! Damn it! That idiot just didn't realize he had it! Could he possibly be any more of a nuisance? Ash! Don't worry. I have no intention of dying with you. I'm just going to give your hyperresonance some power. You can disappear by yourself. Thanks, Ash.
Remember your promise. Give the surviving replicas a place to live, in return for our lives.
I, Princess Natalia of Kimlaska, swear on my life that I will fulfill that promise.
As do I. We won't abandon the replicas. In memory of your sacrifice, like that of my sister.
Me too. You're just like Ion, after all.
I'm alive. Why?
Thank goodness. I thought you were going to disappear.
What's this? The Jewel of Lorelei.
This is... how? I thought you couldn't find it anywhere.
This idiot accepted it from Lorelei just fine. He just happened to absorb the phonons that compose it into his own body. He was so stupid he didn't realize it until his body began to disintegrate.
Wait! Where are you going? We have the key now. We can go together.
If we were together, the God Generals would come after us. I'll act on my own until we locate Van and are ready to release Lorelei.
Luke, you used a level of power that should have destroyed you. I'm extremely concerned. Please, get a medical examination in Belkind.
Right. I saw right through my arm. What was that?
Obtained Jewel of Lorelei.
Stop following me around like I'm a little kid. Go wait outside. What are you talking about? We're all worried about you. Just go.
Well, if he insists. Okay, we'll be waiting at the inn.
I'll be blunt. You should check into this hospital immediately.
Why?
The phonons binding your cells together are separating and declining dramatically. It's highly likely that very soon, your cells will disintegrate, and you will die.
Can you cure it if I check in here?
No. We can only postpone the day you vanish.
So I'm going to die. Don't tell the others about this. But it's okay. I don't want them worrying about me.
Very well.
How did it go?
He said my blood phonons are a little low, but I'll be fine. Really? That's great!
You sure are tough, Luke. I'm relieved.
Well, I guess we can relax a little then. You must be tired. Return to Batigal with your report on the miasma. Then get some rest. Understand?
Yes. His Majesty should have returned to the castle from the summit by now.
Yes, and we still have the task of freeing Lorelei. You have to regain your strength.
All right. What?
You're a naughty boy telling lies again. I'll go along with your story, but take care of yourself.
No one can keep anything from you, huh?
You're just a bad liar. Also, let me warn you. Your phonons must be undergoing rapid separation. Don't use your power any more than you absolutely must.
Right. Thanks, Jade.
Jade has received the Insightful One title. I'm going to disappear? I'm going to die? No. Just when I started really wanting to live. I don't want to die. How long do I have? Is it going to hurt? Did the people I killed feel the same way? Did they feel how I do now? I don't want to die. I don't want to die. So this is the Jewel of Lorelei, huh? Yeah, looks like it's a capacity core. Perhaps the sword and jewel served as Yulia's weapon and armor. Oh, then shouldn't I give this to you? Lorelei entrusted it to you and Ash. It's your responsibility. Yeah, and while you're at it, take responsibility for making us go all over the place when you had it the whole time. But this whole thing with the Jewel of Lorelei getting broken down into phonons and going inside my body, does that happen a lot? It's called the contamination effect. But doesn't that require a special kind of phonic art to occur? Replica's phonons separate easily. As a result, it's also easy for other phonons to get mixed in. If the phonons have similar frequencies, they could easily get taken into a replica's body. Oh, and since the jewel's made of the 7th phonon, it got mixed up with the 7th phonons in Luke. So you mean that Luke is susceptible to the contamination effect? Yes, his phonon frequency is identical to that of the 7th phonon after all. Alright. I wonder if they really accepted their disappearance. I don't know, it may be that our lack of acceptance pushed them into the pit of despair. Perhaps, but regretting that won't do anything. They died believing that a new nation would be born for them. It's our job to see that gets done. Offering a helping hand to the remaining replicas so they can live in this world. I guess that's the one thing we can do for Mary. I mean, for the replicas. Yes, the fact is that we let the replicas die so that we could live. Regretting that will accomplish nothing. That regret is only selfish sentimentality, though. We should not forget it either. The weather sure is nice today. Luke, what's with you all of a sudden? The sky is blue, you can see the phone stone ring really well. It's really pretty. Anyway, we've got our report to do, so let's head to the manor in Batical. Luke, do you have a fever? Did you hit your head? Might you have eaten something bad? Stop that. It's just, well, with almost dying and all, I realized how wonderful it is to be alive. Haha, wow, I never expected to hear you say that. Well, anyway, yeah, it's not bad. Indeed, it's not. Colonel, don't be so nice. You're scaring me. Hopefully it doesn't move my craft again.
Why'd you do this?
From Master Ion, I'm so sorry. Why did you do this? Says Tyr.
Tyr. Ion. Why?
So this is where you were. I have a message from Maestro Tritime. A memorial service for Phone Master Ion will be held tomorrow. Such services are normally limited to members of the Order, but if you would be so kind as to join us...
We'll go, right?
Yes. Please allow me to express the grief of the Emperor as well.
Yes. I also wish to represent Kimlaska. No, to offer my own feelings and prayers as well.
Ion was our friend after all.
Tyr, I'd like to ask you a favor.
What is it?
Sing your phonic hymns.
The phonic hymns?
Ion said he liked your hymns, that they felt nostalgic. Yulia's hymns together make another hymn, right? Please, sing the grand phonic hymn.
But I don't know the 7th hymn.
Then just the part you do know. Please?
Go on and sing, even if it's not complete. I'm sure Ion would appreciate it.
Tyr, I think that song can be a form of prayer.
Okay.
Thank you all for joining our service. I'm sure Ion was pleased to see you again.
What was that in the middle of the service?
I don't know, but the moment I sang the fifth hymn, I felt a power that had never arisen before. I thought I understood its symbolism, but...
Perhaps removing the miasma from your body has enabled you to use higher-level hymns.
At that moment, I heard the Phone Master's voice. I believe that Ion must have lent you his power.
Yeah, I heard him too.
Me too. I think Maestro Tritime's right.
Perhaps such things are possible.
But why?
What's wrong?
Even though I don't know it, I felt like I could have sung the seventh hymn.
The one you haven't been taught yet?
Yes, it must have been my imagination. Perhaps Ion's power granted me that illusion.
Majesty tomorrow.
We can report to His Majesty tomorrow, says Jade.
I'll return to the castle. Please come to the audience hall tomorrow.
Okay. The rest of you, make yourselves comfortable in the manor. I'm going to my room to rest.
Tear!
Mew, what is...
I have to tell you a secret.
Secret? What are you talking about?
I can't tell you, Master.
What?
Okay, I'll listen. You go get some rest, Luke.
Fine. I know when I'm not wanted. I'm going to disappear. I wonder when. How much time do I have? I'm here. Come in.
Luke.
Oh, it's you. What's with the serious look?
Is it true your phonons are separating?
Who told you that?
Mew. He told me what you and the Colonel had discussed.
That little... Damn it.
How is your condition? Will you get better?
The doctor said it was too late.
No.
Tyr, please keep this between us. The only other one who knows is Jade.
Do you intend to keep them in the dark forever?
My condition won't change whether I tell them or not. There's no need to worry them.
Why? Why are you doing this?
If I'm going to die, I want to enjoy the time I have left. No, that's not it. I'm scared. If I tell everyone, they'll treat me differently. And every time they do, I'll be reminded that I'm going to die.
Luke, you're shaking.
See? I'm a coward. I'm already like this now. If the others knew, I'd never stop shaking and crying. I'd crawl into a little shell. So I figure, at least while I'm around them all, I can pretend it's going to be okay.
You idiot.
Yeah, no kidding. I really am. Sorry to worry you, Tyr.
Okay. But please, don't ever hide anything from me again.
Okay. I won't.
Why did things have to end up like this? Tyr, you look like you're suffering, says Mew. No, it's Luke who's suffering. But you were saved before. Can't Master be saved too? I don't know, but if the Colonel isn't saying anything, then... Isn't there anything I can do? Can't I help him somehow? I'm sad too. I love Master. He saved me once. I wish I could disappear instead of him. Mew, don't say things like that. I want all of us to be together, all of us, as long as possible. I just wish I had the power to make that happen, but I can't do anything. This way.
Your Grace, an emissary of the New Order of Lorelei has arrived at the castle. So, they've come. Luke, I'm going to the castle. I want you to come as well.
I wonder if it'll end up with a declaration of war.
The guy says, I wonder if it'll end up with a declaration of war.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go to the castle.
I am here as an emissary of the New Order of Lorelei. How will you answer Phone Master Mose?
Our kingdom of Kimloska Landbeldir has agreed to abandon the score. Therefore, we refuse the New Order of Lorelei's proposal.
Then I can take that as a declaration of war against the New Order of Lorelei.
We have no desire to fight. However, know that if our land or people are threatened, we will respond in kind.
Do you understand what this means, boy? Scion of Lorelei's power. In erasing the replicas at the Tower of Rem, you brought about a new conflict. The score is a fearful thing.
That's sophistry. To begin with, both of my sons are alive.
Father.
Is it? We both know that a score of extinction is written on the 7th phone stone.
We'll build a future where people survive. We won't let you destroy the world.
And we'll do the same.
It's not the same. You're aiding those who persist in clinging to the score. According to your logic, you're walking the path to destruction.
I have pledged my sword to one master alone. Never forget that.
Van is gathering his strength somewhere, isn't he? But where?
Probably on that floating island.
Luke, I apologize for the matter of the miasma, but I was struck by the spirit of your resolve in the face of death.
Not at all.
We can no longer avoid conflict with the New Order of Lorelei. Please come to my room later with Natalia. I believe now is the time to hold strong our hearts and reveal the truth.
Your Majesty.
Father? Father, what is it?
I have something to tell you about your real parents.
My real mother was Nanny's daughter.
Yes, Sylvia. But I presume you do not know of your father.
No, Nanny left the castle before I could ask any more.
Your father was a mercenary by the name of Barak.
A mercenary? I see. But why tell me this now?
We've learned of his whereabouts.
He's alive?
Yes. Natalia, be strong and listen. I feel I must tell you about your father because of the situation we now face.
What is it?
Barak is now in the new order of Lorelei.
What? Why? Are you sure that's correct?
There's no doubt. Luke has confirmed it. He currently goes by the name of Largo, the Black Lion.
It can't be.
Natalia.
Luke, this is some kind of mistake, right?
Natalia, it's true. He confirmed it himself.
Natalia, where are you going?
I'm going to ask him myself. I can still catch him if I hurry. I refuse to accept this.
After her. There's no telling what she'll do.
I hope Natalia doesn't go and do anything rash. Even if she does, Largo controls himself pretty well, so things should be okay. Where would Largo be? The port? Yes, I doubt he'd have crossed the desert. To the port. Let's hurry, says Mew. Yes, stay calm, Natalia. Okay, here we go. I think I'd have this place memorized by now. This way. Luke says, Natalia.
Your friends are here, Princess.
Why? Why did you join the 6 God Generals?
What good will it do to know?
Answer me! Barak!
My wife, Sylvia, loved to watch the sunset from here. One day, I had finished escorting a caravan across the desert and was coming home. When I got home, neither Sylvia nor our newborn child were there. I finally knew what people meant when they said they had a bad feeling. The setting sun was shining in through the windows, blood red. I searched all over the city, but I couldn't find Sylvia.
What happened to her?
Several days later, she was found floating in this harbor. Sylvia was hysterical when her newborn child was taken from her. She killed herself.
No.
Sylvia's body was weak, but the score said we would have a child. No, that we must have a child. When I learned why, I threw away my life in Batakal. I drifted between countries. Eventually, Commandant Grants found me and took me in. Van said to me, the score is the planet's memory. Every memory until the end of the world. And everything moves according to that memory. The score is merely a small portion of it, translated into human words. So Sylvia's horrible death was predetermined. I hated the score, the planet's memory.
That is a horrible story. But the score isn't absolute. Isn't it just one possible choice of futures?
But if you always end at the same place, no matter what path you take, then free will means nothing.
The end is the same.
Even without readings of the score, this planet will keep its own memory and follow it. Van's vision of destroying the score is to destroy Lorelei, the planet's memory itself. He will earn the right for all living things to build their own future. I believe in that ideal and have chosen to join him. Remember this, your methods are too weak.
Wait! You're my...
Princess Natalia, my beloved daughter is no more. She was taken from me 18 years ago.
If what he said is true, then as long as the planet's memory exists, The future we choose will always arrive at a single conclusion.
Is that why Van is trying to erase the originals? To entrust the future to a new humanity of replicas beyond the planet's memory?
Even if that's true, the originals still die, right? The Commandant's plan won't save the people of this world.
Now, calm down. The most distraught person here is no doubt Natalia.
Natalia, let's go back to the castle for now. His Majesty is worried about you.
Father.
Natalia, I was so worried about you.
Father.
I knew that was painful for you. But you don't have to suffer anymore. You need not stand in the front lines against the new order of Lorelei any longer.
Father, why?
Your journey was as an emissary to arrange a summit on the roll of the score. You fulfilled your duty. Why must you fight your own flesh and blood?
Precisely because we share that blood. Some things must be overcome.
Natalia!
No, I don't know. You may be right, Father. Perhaps I shouldn't fight. But the others also know Largo is my father. It won't be any easier for them. I don't know what I should do.
Natalia, I don't think you need to make a decision right away. It will take time for the new Order of Lorelei to prepare for battle.
Yeah, right now Ash should be searching for Master Van. And we have to stop the planet storm. You can use that time to think things over.
You can stay here, or you can come with us and think on the way. Whichever you like.
I'll go. Let me think there with you.
Very well. Be careful, Natalia.
Natalia, you don't look too good. I'm sorry, I just had a strange thought. What? That it's my fault that Largo became part of the God Generals. That I changed his life. Heh, I'm as bad as Luke. Yeah, that's not like you at all. Indeed, it is not. I mean, it's not like you decided to go to the castle as a baby. Besides, he's the one who decided to enter the new Order of Lorelei and destroy the original world with his daughter in it. You had nothing to do with it. Yes, but he's not a coward. He wouldn't blame other people for what he's done. Annis, he's just like you. He knows what he's done and he takes responsibility for it. So don't worry. Don't think about good or bad. Just think about what you want to do. At times, you can be quite grown up. Luke says, so next we stop the planet storm? Yes, I think Grandfather would know the details. Okay, then let's go to Yulia City. Let's see. Ramdus says, young master, this is truly a great honor. Huh? Did something happen? I'm so proud. Please hear the details from His Grace. What's this about? Beats me. Duke Faber says, Luke, rejoice. You're to be named the Light of Landvaldir. My, that's wonderful. That's a great honor, Luke. Congratulations, Luke, says his mother, Suzanne. Is that something really special? Oh yeah, you wouldn't have had any way to know about it. The Light of Landvaldir is our nation's highest honor. My brother is awarding you this distinction to acknowledge your great achievement in neutralizing the miasma. I think you should be happy, Luke. This sort of thing is the only way in which nations can show their thanks. Also, though you have not yet officially entered court society, His Majesty will be specially granting you noble rank. Once the world is settled down, we'll have to have you make a dramatic society debut. Luke says, but I'm a replica. Are you still saying things like that? You are a member of the House of Fabra. I'm sure His Majesty will also grant rank to the other Luke as well. But this medal and rank are because of your efforts. Your formal dress for the ceremony is waiting in your room. Go get dressed. This thing is tight. Whoa, Luke looks like a prince. Well, that's not far from the truth after all. A medal, huh? I didn't really set out to save the world or anything. Should I really be getting this? I don't see why not. I think you've worked hard, Luke. Unless you feel any strong objection, go ahead and accept it. It's not something you'll regret having. Jade is right. I think Father wants to apologize to you. He sent you to die not just once, but twice. Okay. Alpine. We will now present Luke, eldest son of the House of Duke Fabra, with the Light of Landvaldir Award, and bestow upon him rank as a noble of Kimlaska Landvaldir. The King Ingobert VI says, Luke, you've done well. Luke says, thank you. The kingdom hereby grants Luke von Fabra the rank of Viscount. Congratulations, Luke. No, from now on I should call you Viscount Fabra. Natalia says, hee hee. Congratulations, Viscount Fabra. Thank you. The miasma wouldn't have been neutralized had you not risked your life. We thank you. You are our nation's hero. No, I'm no hero. Don't be humble, Luke. We are truly grateful. I will never forget this day. Luke has received the Viscount title. Now we can finally cover up his stomach. Alright, where the hell am I going? Blah, 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 blah. Tyr says, what is it, Luke? Oh, when I come to this city, it reminds me of just how bad a person I was. Feeling penitent again? It's certainly better to feel remorse than not to, but you can't spend all your time like that. I know, I don't mean I'm gonna start moping around, it's just this is the place where I made up my mind to change. Yeah, you cut your hair here. I only pretended to change on the outside. My, didn't you want to change from the bottom of your heart? You've devoted yourself to atoning for what you did. Yeah, the feelings I felt then were no lie. I was serious. But time and again I keep learning that those feelings were naive. After I killed someone for the first time aboard the Tartarus, I made a vow that I'd fight. At the time, I didn't understand the fear of really killing people at all. After Xeriuth, I just made excuse after excuse, and I didn't even realize I was being rebuked for it. Everyone left me, and I didn't want to be abandoned. So even though I didn't really understand anything, I cut my hair and made up my mind to do whatever it took. I cut my hair as a symbol of the strength of my resolve, but when I thought I might actually die for real, I realized just how weak that resolve was. And? You want to whine for a bit now? No, I'm happy I've been able to realize things like that, even if only little by little. And I hope from now on that I can avoid doing things that I'll look back on with regret over how naive I was. I think it's gonna be hard, but that's how I want to try to live. Your feelings have always been sincere at the time, correct? Huh? Well, yeah, I was immature, but I meant what I said. Then, isn't that enough? Human beings aren't perfect. Yeah, are you just now trying to pretend to be all mature or something? No, of course not. Huh, yeah, it did sound like that. You've come this far doing what you think is best, right? Don't make excuses for it, it makes you sound pathetic. Yes, I don't think there are any words to be said about this sort of thing. Actions speak louder than words. Huh, sorry. Well, I think you're mature, Master. Huh, thanks, Mew.
What do we need to do to stop the planet storm?
The planet storm is controlled by a giant phonic glyph. It's said that Yulia used the Sword of Lorelei to carve the phonic glyph into the land.
So we'll need to do something about that phonic glyph.
The Sword of Lorelei gathers 7th phonons, and the jewel disperses them. If Yulia gathered 7th phonons with the Sword of Lorelei and opened the gate, then we should be able to disperse them with the jewel and close it.
Do we even know how to use the jewel?
Let us use documents from the time to analyze the jewel here.
Thank you.
Could we split it for a bit while that's being done?
That's unusual coming from you, Tyr.
I don't see why not.
Then we'll meet back here later.
Natalia says, Tyr, do you mind if I ask you how it felt?
When you learned that that your brother had this terrible plan.
It didn't sound real.
Real?
Yes. It felt like I was listening to a story. I didn't understand what he was talking about.
I think I know what you mean.
After that, I frantically investigated what he was trying to do, and I decided I had to stop him, no matter what, even if it killed the both of us.
How did you become so determined?
Van was the only relative I had in this world. As one who shared the same blood, I felt I had to stop him. No matter how many times I asked him, he wouldn't tell me the truth. When I first confronted Van, turned my blade on him, I was like a cornered animal. I couldn't see anything at all.
Tyr.
You shouldn't make the same choice I did, and I don't think you need to.
I want to save this world. Even if the planet's memory really is absolute. Yulia left behind an absolute score, yet she didn't read anything in it about replicas. I want to bet on that. On the hope that Luke represents.
Yes, Luke taught us that people can change. Watching him, I put to rest I was able to try to understand Van's real feelings.
But I have a feeling I understand why Largo is supporting Van. I don't mean to say that he should be allowed to do what he's doing, but...
Natalia, I don't think it's necessary to understand everything rationally.
I never thought I'd hear you say something like that.
I can say this only because I hold on so hard to being rational. Some answers you can only find by letting go.
Tyr, thank you.
I should leave Natalia to Tyr for now. I'll head back to Teodoro.
Tyr's in the same position as Natalia, isn't she? She never shows it, so I tend to forget, says Luke. Tyr's a nice person, so she doesn't let you see when she's hurt. Yeah, I know, but... So just be nice to her. I said I know, thing. You don't need to tell me. Mew! Master, can I ask you something? What? Why do you call me thing? Oh, well, you know, you're blue, have weird ears, sound like a girl and breathe fire. You're a thing. Mew! I don't understand. Don't worry. Anyway, I'll try to keep Tyr in mind. I don't know. Invisible pixels impede my progress.
Just as I thought, this jewel is inscribed with a phonic art as well. Please focus 7th phonons into it. Its dispersive power and phonic art will activate, stopping the phonic glyph.
That'll close the gate, huh?
Yes. I would seal it off at the absorption gate. That's where the planet storm finishes its cycle. Closing it there is the most logical choice.
The absorption gate. That's where we fought Van.
Tyr, if we stop the planet storm, we'll be able to approach Eldred. It may be painful for you, but let's do our best.
Right.
What about you, Natalia? Are you going to be okay?
I'm fine. Thank you. Hey, what about me?
Okay. Is everybody ready? Ready? Then we're off to the absorption gate. Wait, one of those responses sounded weird.
Oh, details. There's no time, Luke. Let's go.
Luke says, so we're finally going to confront the new order of Lorelei. Natalia looks really troubled. She doesn't have much time to make her decision, and she knows that, which makes things even harder on her. Why doesn't she just run away? She doesn't need to fight her real father. Yeah, I know. But she is who she is now because she's never turned aside from the obstacles in her path. She won't run away even if we tell her to, huh? Well, if she's a burden, we'll leave her behind. If she doesn't want that, she'll have to settle her feelings. Tough as usual, aren't you? I'm only stating the obvious. Wow, Luke, you look kind of like a prince in that. What's with the kind of? He is royalty, more or less. He does wear it reasonably well. I suppose he looks kind of noble for a change. Ha, you're all so honest, aren't you? That's why I didn't want to wear this. Damn it. Alrighty. Okay. I think... I'm going to drive us to the absorption gate, see if there's skits, and then I'm going to end the broadcast. But there's a couple other skits, it looks like. Once we stop the planet storm, well, that wouldn't happen right away. Things shouldn't change too much for a few years. So we'll have to figure out a new source of energy in that time. But will probably take a while, so phonists probably won't have much to do. With those sufficient abilities, we'll still be able to use phonic arts. Those without will likely be out of a job. Oh, those with sufficient abilities, okay. The 7th phonon will become harder to use as well, because there's less of it. And without the planet storm, no new 7th phonons will be made. Yes, I expect 7th phonists will stop. But in any case, we can talk about this after we stop the planet storm. Yeah, we don't have time to be thinking about the future. We need to focus on the immediate danger. Sorry about that. That one went really quick. But I can explain it. Basically, the phonists use the phonons generated by the planet storm for sources of energy, and now that they're shutting it down on purpose, it will likely put people who use those phonons out of a job, so to speak. Alright, let's see. Meow. Oh yeah, absorption gate. What am I doing here? So it's kind of like, no matter what they do, it's sad because the world is going to change no matter what. And maybe not necessarily for the better.
I never thought we'd come here again.
A lot more people have died since then.
We've got to put an end to this.
That's why we've come here, right?
Yes, but it looks like we're not the only ones who've come.
That's an Oracle ship. We'd best be careful.
Alrighty, doesn't look like there's any new skits. So, I'm gonna go fly over here. Oh, I can't land on snow with the ship. And there's stupid thunderstorms over there. Oh, geez. Alright, might as well pick up whatever this crap is. Alright, we're gonna save, and I will see you next time. I might do a little bit more later today, but if If I don't, it'll be tomorrow.